The weekend before February vacation. So TGIF, my friends, whether you're just excited that it's Friday, whether you're excited it's the Friday before a holiday weekend, or if you too are going to be having some fun free time next week, come on in and say a little hello. Lovely. Down in those comments below. I'm going to be getting ready. I'm doing a training in about an hour with some other leaders in my business. So I figured I would do a little bit of a makeup look to zhuzh things up. I am going to be doing a bold red lip. So if red lips are your thing, or if they're not your thing because you're afraid of them and you want to figure out how to rock a red lip, this will be the video for you. But honestly, I'm going to be spending it chatting with you about what you like to do over long weekends or over holiday break, as my kids are going to be home next week. And I got to tell you, it has come here. February vacation has arrived a lot sooner than I thought it was going to. So come on in, like I said, drop that hashtag hello lovely for joining during your lunch break or your breakfast break, or maybe you're watching this on the replay. You can also drop a hashtag replay, and that way I can come back and say a little hello to you as well. Now, if you don't know me, hi, my name's Mary. I'm this tall, awkward, freckled nerd from Rhode Island. I'm a mom of 2 school-aged kids, as I said earlier. Married to my best friend and love of my life, Blake. Together we podcast about all sorts of nerdy book, television, and movie series like Outlander and Harry Potter and Bridgerton. And in addition to that, I love to help people feel more confident and creative when it comes to their makeup and their skincare. So let's get this party started. I am in my 40s, and with that, I have different texture items to my skin. I have different aging things that I'm working towards and working against. So you're going to see these gold eye masks right here. These are one of my go-to when I feel tired, when I feel like I look tired, when I'm wearing makeup and I don't want my eyes to be puffy or my fine lines to be showing. And I am exhausted. Thank you for that little smiley face with some hearts. Thank you. I am exhausted. Come Friday. Oh my gosh. Come Friday, I need it to be the weekend. I have my week stacked in a way that I do my teaching, my music teaching, my music with Mary. So my minute with Mary is my makeup and skincare. Music with Mary is when I teach little ones, infants, toddlers, music classes with their caregivers. And I do full days of teaching on Wednesday and then full days of teaching on Thursday. And then also Thursday nights, I have my wind ensemble practice. So I go all day teaching, and I gotta tell you, it's a performance. It is like I'm in a show all day, just singing, dancing, moving nonstop. And then I take my kids to chorus. I come home. If I'm lucky, I eat something like a cheese stick or something like that, and then I head on off to wind ensemble. So Thursdays zap whatever energy is in my body, and it just says farewell energy, good luck, because when I come home on Thursday nights, I get my second wind. What time? Here's a fun question. What time do you like to get in your jams, your pajamas? What time do you feel like is the best time to get nice and cozy, and do you settle in for the night? For me, I get in my jammies, honestly, like probably before dinner. Sometimes right after dinner, but if I know I'm home for the night, I am getting into the comfy clothes as soon as possible. And that way I just get to have like a nice, calm rest of the evening. If I keep on my regular clothes, or if I do live videos, or if I do anything like that, if I'm in our podcast studio and I have bright lights on me, I get my second wind. I get my second wind. And then what happens with the second wind is I stay up, and I stay up way too late. I'm just going to take a little bit of this BB cream right here. This BB cream allows my freckles to still shine through, allows some of my natural coloring, but it does have SPF in it, and it gives me just kind of like a little photo filter finish to my face. It comes in a variety of different shades, but because it is a light coverage, you really can kind of use the same shade based upon a lot of different skin types. So if you like me, turn vampire this time of year and your skin changes on your face, know that this BB cream can adjust with you. Working a half day today so I could get my Jurassic Park tattoo finished up. It's a pinup version of Muldoon, and it's amazing. Oh my gosh, tell me more. This sounds so cool. Congratulations. I do not have any tattoos as I am super afraid of needles and blood. So that's just not for me, but I appreciate the artwork and the artistry. Some of my good friends are heavily tattooed, and I have some friends who are tattoo artists, so I love the artwork. I just can't do it myself. And There's very few things that I could like have tattooed because I feel like I love so many things. It'd be really hard to choose. Yeah, that's a tricky one. All right, I was just talking about something prior to being distracted by Jurassic Park tattoo because that brings me so much joy as well. I'm happy for you, so happy. All right, so we've got Friday going. Oh, I was talking about how tired I am. So I came home from wind ensemble last night, and it was snowing. It was snowing last night on the ride home, and I drive a Mini Cooper convertible, which is a fantastic car to have when you live in the ocean state and it's summer and you're going to the beach and you got the kids and the pool club and it's awesome. It's not the best vehicle for winter driving in the snow. It's pretty much a roller skate. So I don't usually drive when it's snowing, and it hasn't snowed that much here in New England, and oftentimes I'll just take my husband's car or I won't go somewhere. But it started snowing last night on my ride home from wind ensemble. And in addition to being excited about wind ensemble and having all those lights and playing my instrument and being around my friends, then driving home, the snow got me excited. And then I came home and Blake and I watched a finale of one of the seasons of the British Bake Off. So that made me excited. So I didn't get to sleep. I didn't get to sleep until real late. My sleep app said I had 4.5 hours of sleep. And when I saw that this morning, I was like, that can't be true. And then I looked at my under eye bags and I was like, oh, I guess it is kind of true. That is pretty much how I feel. Like I had 4.5 hours of sleep last night. Snow is so magical, but it can be scary to drive in. Yes, it can. And I've grown up my entire life here in Rhode Island and in New England and driving with snow. So I'm really used to snowy conditions. I know how to properly drive. But I also know that my car is not great for the snow. And a lot of drivers aren't used to snow. So that's what you really have to be nervous about. Even if you're a very confident driver, you have to be worried about everyone else who hasn't driven in the snow or is new to it or forgot how to do it. So that's, I think that's the other thing. Like I was enjoying the snow. It was magical, but also I'm on high alert. I feel like I'm in Mario Kart, one of those little carts, like who's going to come at me with one of those turtle shells, except it's a car. So I was really revved up last night. And, so I saw myself this morning and I was like, I have got to wear some under eye masks because if I'm going to be doing some trainings for some people today, and it's from my beauty company, they're going to look at me and be like, who is this jabroni? She looks like the Grim Reaper. So we're going to add a little bit of color, but those under eye masks, they did their trick. If you have puffy eyes, dry, crepey eyes, fine lines, I'm telling you, they work wonders. You can wear them every day or you can wear them on your special occasion days. They're so good. They tighten, they brighten. Chef's kiss. Absolutely love them. Not everyone is cut out to drive in the snow. I know, I completely agree. Not everyone is cut for it. I have an itchy nose. Isn't there like a saying that someone's talking about you if your nose is itchy? Either that or it's just cold and flu season here in Rhode Island. Well, I woke up early and got the kids rip raring to go. And on Fridays, we do Donut Fridays. It's a celebration. It's the end of the week. Honestly, I do it because I don't feel like making breakfast by Friday. By Friday, I know my energy's zapped. I know I'm exhausted from the prior week. I know that I would have stayed up and had my extra wind because of wind ensemble the night before. And so I started this tradition with the family where I'm like, every Friday we go get donuts from somewhere and like breakfast sandwiches. And as I said, it's more a get out of jail free card for this mama right here. And oftentimes we do it on our way to school. But we were kind of cutting things a little close this morning with time, so I went out to go get it while Blake got the kids finished and ready for school. So I drive to Dunkin', of all places. I usually don't do Dunkin', I'm not going to lie. I try to support local mom and pop donut shops around the area, but Dunkin' is just easy and convenient. And did you catch their Super Bowl ad by any chance? The Dunkings with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Tom Brady. Well, I drove to Dunkin', once again, quickest, easiest, we got to get going. And all I see are the Dunkings items that are available on their menu. The clothing in the ads from the Super Bowl, if you haven't seen them, you need to check them out on YouTube. But but the clothing is on sale on the Dunkin' website, and miraculously, the tracksuit jacket, the Dunkin' Donuts branded Dunkin's orange and pink tracksuit jacket is already sold out in every single size. I don't know who these people are who are like that excited that they want to have like this tracksuit jacket of the Dunkings to match Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Tom Brady, but I find that hysterical. They have a whole line of merchandise for you to wear. They also have a whole line of menu items. So I want to know how big a cut these guys are going to be getting, because good for them for just saying, what's like a local brand that we have accents naturally for that we can rep? Oh, Dunkin'. Holy merch, Batman, exactly. So one of the things was an iced coffee, and it had a skewer, and it had 3 little munchkins on it. That was called the Dunkin' Skewer. So I did get that in my iced coffee today. And then this flavor was one of the items. It's called the Iced Hazelnut Heartthrob. I'm like, whatever that is, sure, give it to me. It's still cold. I kept it in the fridge. It is caramel and hazelnut, and then I added almond milk to it. So that is the Dunking's Heartthrob iced coffee. But they have sandwiches. They have tons of different drinks. It blows my mind. They got very creative for that Super Bowl ad. Hi, Tracy Lee. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, so like I said, I just think it's an absolute riot what they were able to accomplish with it, and how they've already sold out of these tracksuit jackets after such a short amount of time. So I thought I just had, did I lose it? No, there it is. I'm using my all-in-one cream color sticks. I'm using a lot of hydrating products right now. My skin is parched. Probably doesn't help that I'm drinking iced coffee. That's not the most refreshing thing, but it tastes good and it makes me feel good in my heart. And on a Friday when I'm lacking energy, that's what I'm going for. But for my makeup products, I am going to be using a lot of hydration. So I did my BB cream that has SPF. It also has a lot of anti-aging properties inside of it. So it's going to help plump my skin for the fine lines, really just kind of evens out the texture. But it doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on, because you could still see my freckles and a lot of that coloring. When I want more full coverage makeup, I often will choose to do more liquid foundation or maybe a powdered foundation. But if you're someone who's like a minimalist and you like the fact that it's kind of a 2-in-1, it's a little bit of makeup plus it has some SPF in it, that's going to be your jam. So I warmed up my face with some bronzer, my color stick in the shade Chocolate Souffle, and now I'm going to add a little bit of blush. This is the shade Fresh Orchid. This a little goes a long way, however. So if you like pink lips, if you're like Disney princess pink lips for the win, this is going to be your jam. If you prefer more of a light, natural flush that your cheeks would have when you go outside, you'll want to go for something like peony pink. But let me show you. Hi, Vicki. How are you? Good to see you. So I'll just show you how pigmented it is by itself. Like that is how pigmented it is, and a little goes a very long way. A lot of people find success just taking their brush and patting it right there. You can also use your fingers. The warmth from your fingers are going to be really nice, but it's a really long-lasting, long-wear product. And you can use it on your lips and your eyelids and also your cheeks. This one, though, when I'm teaching, this is a shade that I wear. As I said, I kind of it makes me feel like Disney princess. Like this is a Disney princess pink. For those of you who like more of that berry toned pink, it's just a really, really nice shade, and that a little goes a long way. So I just use a very, very little bit, and this gives me that natural flush. You could see the difference here, but I am going to do a little extra as I'm doing a video training. All right, we're going to go right there. I put it on that high point of my cheekbone, and I blend it. You could do it with a brush, a blending bud, your finger, and I really kind of concentrate it here on that higher portion, and I bring it back to my hairline. This is going to give a nice lift to my face and really help accentuate my eyes. If you wanted your cheeks to look a little fuller, you'll do it more here. So I kind of go until about the iris of my eye, and then I bring it back. You don't really ever want it to go below your nose, as that's going to drag your face down. It can also, if you get too close to your nose, it'll look like you have a little bit of a rash. So fun little blush placement tips. When you're tired, when your face looks tired and your under eyes look tired, do a little extra blush. A little extra blush. It distracts from discoloring here. It adds youthfulness to your skin. Pink shades on your face also help add youthfulness and make you look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So if anything I'm saying is striking home with you, if you look and feel tired on Fridays, not only may you want some Dunkin's crazy merch or items, but having a little bit of this blush will help too. All right, yeah, so I'm gonna be doing this training, and then my kids both have an after-school activity all about dragons. It's called Dragonology. So they're in some kind of a dragon class, which is really cool. It's like a Harry Potter dragon class. You wouldn't expect anything less, right? So they're doing that, and then my daughter has a Valentine's Day party, and then we're done. And then we go into tomorrow. We're getting ready for a lot of Irish step dancing. So my daughter does Irish step dancing, and of course with Valentine's Day now being over, 'tis the season for St. Patrick's Day and all the things that does. So we're going to be practicing a lot of Irish step dancing. She has some competitions coming up, so I'll be at the dance studio a lot. And then I feel like I have things that I'm supposed to do this weekend. Ugh, I need to figure that out. By Friday, I can do an hour by hour. Like, I know what I need to do today, but after today is a little tricky. Anyone else feel like that? Ooh, before I do this, one other thing that I am really excited about when you're talking about hydration, youthfulness, working to fight the signs of aging, is taking my beauty collagen. So there's a lot of different collagens on the market. Depending upon your needs, you're going to want to get a different one. All collagens are not the same. So mine is for beauty needs. Mine is for helping my skin look more youthful and hydrated and work towards pore size and evenness in my skin tone and fighting wrinkles and fine lines, helping with a lot of the elasticity that a lot of us deal with as we get older. What's great about this, I touch my hands because it's not just my face. A lot of times when we do skincare, we put it just on our face, but really you've got skin everywhere. So what I love about my liquid collagen is it targets skin everywhere. It targets the stretch marks from when I was pregnant. It targets, if my hands are looking a little older. It targets skin everywhere. And my beauty collagen also helps my hair and my nails. So cool thing about collagen is something that naturally occurs in your body, and it is a protein, and there's different types of collagen that help with different aspects of your body. Cheers. So this collagen is a beauty collagen. And when you get older, 25 years old and on, which that's not even old, right? Your body starts producing less. So when you start having less collagen, you start having less elasticity all over the place, whether it's your joints or your skin. Your hair may feel less hydrated. It might be brittle. It may not grow as well. Your nails may be acting up. You'll see your pores get larger because the elasticity changes. You might get some more fine lines. The discoloration in your skin. All these different things just naturally happen because your body is producing less collagen. So what you can do is you can add collagen back into your routine. Now, as I said, not all collagens are made the same. So, last one. I love this new flavor. It's like a pineapple Dole Whip from Disney. It's so tropical and yummy. So some collagens that are bovine, meaning cows and pigs, those ones are really targeted to help with your joints, kind of like the muscular areas. So that's really great to regrow that elasticity and help with that need. The collagen that adapts best to beauty needs, so we're talking all of your skin, okay? We're talking your hair, we're talking your nails. The collagen that actually best mimics this collagen's needs is marine-based, meaning from fish, which blew my mind when I learned that. So if you're taking bovine-based collagen, it's going to help with your joints and help with other things, but it's not going to help out as much with your beauty needs as it closely mimics that other kind of collagen needs. And believe it or not, marine-based collagen closely mimics the needs for your hair, your skin, your nails. So the collagen that I take is from a sustainably sourced white fish So if you have a shellfish allergy, you do not need to worry about it whatsoever. It doesn't taste fishy. It tastes very light and tropical, like I said, like a pineapple Dole Whip from Disney. It's absolutely delicious, and it comes in just an individual sachet. So when you take collagen, ideally you want to have it in a liquid form because that's going to best absorb into your body. If you're just taking it as like a powdered supplement, it's not going to absorb as easily, and a lot of it's going to get wasted. The other thing is that it's individually packed. So a lot of people will have a powdered supplement and it's in a big tube, a big container, and they unscrew it and they do a little scoopy scoop and put it in water so that way it can be in a form of liquid, except each time they're opening that bottle, they're exposing oxygen to the products, and the oxygen is going to break down the efficacy, the effectiveness of that product. So having it in a single serving really makes a massive difference. The other thing that I like, because it's a single serving, is I can have some in my car, in my purse. I keep some in my bathroom. I keep some downstairs in my fridge, because taking it daily, whatever type of collagen it is, makes a big difference. If you take it daily and then you don't take it for a month, you're not going to see results. Unlike those eye masks, or unlike a little lipstick that you see where you put it on and you could see the results right away, collagen, just like all supplements, takes time to build up in your system for you to be able to see results. So I was doing my brows and then I just stopped. I just brushed them down and took my collagen. So when you take collagen, like I said, you want to take it every single day, and you can take it with or without food. I like it as like a little snack because it's nice and sweet. It doesn't have any added sugar to it. It's just all natural, has some protein in it. So a lot of people like it as like a midday snack because it helps satiate and kind of gets that little sweet tooth done. And it's just a really easy, wonderful thing. And you're going to start to see difference in your hands in about 30 days, and you're going to start to see your hair, your brows, your eyelashes. You're going to start to see those get a little bit thicker and some more growth after that next month, and you're going to start to see texture of your skin and coloring of your skin change as well. So if it is something you're interested in, feel free to reach out to me. You can also go right to minutewithmary.com and learn more about my particular collagen. But if collagen is something that interests you, I highly recommend that you do your research on it, because you don't want it just to be collagen. You want there to be some other ingredients to help it work its best. So collagen needs vitamin C for the absorption. Without that, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your money. My collagen also has sodium hyaluronate, which is the same thing as hyaluronic acid, which massively helps with the hydration of your skin. So as we're working on the anti-aging, we also want to make sure that your skin is holding on to the hydration to keep that youthful glow, to keep that plumpness to your skin, to help boost and kind of combat those signs of aging. Mine also has apple cider vinegar, which is great for your gut health, and it also has aloe vera, another wonderful ingredient for hydration. So those are some new upgrades. I just got this new formulation with that tropical flavor and the apple cider vinegar and aloe vera and extra sodium hyaluronate added inside just this month. So I'm really excited about it. And like I said, I love the flavor so much. Maureen says, I just got my collagen. I love the flavor. It does taste just like Dole Whip, right? It's so great. My hubby's beard grows faster now that he's taking collagen. I know. One of my girlfriends is going to start having her husband take it as well, as he has started to have hair loss, and he's become very self-conscious about it. And what was interesting is that she was saying, like, her husband's never really cared about his skin, he's never really cared about other signs of aging, but this is something that is bothering him and it's making him feel less confident. So she's really excited for him, because we've also had amazing results, particularly with people who are finding thinning spots in their hair. I think that it's part of the reason why my hair, mind you, half of my hair is silver. It's hard to tell in this light, but oftentimes when you embrace your silver, your gray, your white hairs, it has a very different consistency. It's like very thick and coarse and wiry. And I truly believe that a massive reason as to why my silvers lay so well, they're so shiny, they're so healthy and strong, is because I do take this daily collagen. It's so yummy. Every day is a blur right now, says Tracy. I know, every day is a blur, right? All right, so I'm going to do a fun red lip. Like I said, I'll be doing a training in a little while, so I like when I'm on camera and I'm doing trainings or I'm doing meetings over Zoom to have a fun statement lip color, particularly one that has more of a cool tone. So a cool tone is going to have like a bluish or raspberry undertone to it, as it helps your teeth look white. And since I'm drinking my Dunkin's, what is it called again? Heartthrob coffee, thank you. you, Ben Affleck, any extra whitening I can get is golden. So I'm going to take my lip liner. This is, you could get this at Minute with Mary. It's the shade Pride. And when you do a bold lip, it's really a great idea to first take a lip liner to kind of define where your lips are. Sometimes when we're just wearing a gloss or a very natural lip, you can just smudge stuff all over the place and it looks fabulous and you're good to go. But when you wear a statement color, a really strong bold color, you do want to have a bit more crisp lines and more finesse edges to it. And this is what the lip liner is going to do for you. So I personally start right here on the Cupid's bow. It's that little V in your lips. And what's interesting is that my Cupid's bow has a little like white spot. You can't probably see it too awfully well, but not only is it misshapen, my lips are not symmetrical. Most people's aren't unless you get them enhanced. So mine are a little misshapen, plus I've got a little kind of white spot right there in the lip. So I'm just going to go over and fill that spot in right there. And then I just kind of continue the line on. I make an X. So from the apex of my Cupid's bow, I make an X. And like I said, this side is a little smaller and a little thinner of my lips. So at this point, I draw a little bit. You want to think of your lips like mountain peaks, and you want to get right to that tippity peak. And if you need to go over just a smidge, you can. And this is a nice thing too, is that if you're wearing a bold lip and your lips aren't symmetrical, using a little bit of a lip liner and going right to that mountain peak edge or just right over, just to kind of tweak side to side to help it look more symmetrical, is going to make a big difference in how sharp your lips look. All right, so like I said, I need an X. Mo, were you saying, or was it you, Rachel, that you were saying that you were up? Yeah, Rachel was saying you were up super late messaging each other about Taylor Swift, so you're feeling super tired too. I totally get it. All right, so I've got that X going on. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is turn the X into an M. So I'm going to take right there and start to drag it back. I do not go all the way back to the corners. I do about halfway the lip. So now you can think of it as like a mountain, M, an uppercase M. Do, 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 do. That's the shape. And once again, this side of my lip is slightly thinner than the other side. So after I've lined my natural lip, I am going to go over this side just a smidge to overline it, just to even it out. And at this point, you look ridiculous. So if you try this out at home and you're like, oh my gosh, I look wild, don't worry. This is part of the process. Now I'm going to go and do the lower lip, and I'm just going to line right where the peak of the lip is. Just nice and light. Another advantage to doing lipstick is it often has more of a waxy consistency. So if you're someone, when you put on lipstick or lip gloss, if it bleeds into any of the fine lines of your lips, this kind of acts like a barrier to really hold it on tight so it won't have that same issue. And then I'm going to line essentially to the same spot that I lined on my upper lip. This is the awkward part of my live video where I can't talk. And just like my top lip, my bottom lip is not symmetrical. See? See how much like fuller that is? So now I'm just going to like fudge it a little bit right over here. And this is all natural. This is all normal. Now what I'm going to do is go from my inner corners, and I don't want to line over here. Sometimes when you line over here, it can actually like droop your face down, particularly if gravity is starting to have that effect anyway. So I'm actually going to start a little bit more in and go from here up. I don't want to drag my lips down. So I'm actually bringing the lip liner a little further in rather than going all the way out to the corner so we don't get that gravity effect. And that's something that's just started to happen to me, I'd say this past year, is that I'm starting to see a little bit more like droopiness. What is this? Is that your jowls? Whatever that is, it's starting. But I know I'm having less of it than I would have if I wasn't on collagen. All right, now I'm going to take that same lip liner and I'm just going to lightly color in the lips. This is optional. If you're going to be doing a lipstick on top, honestly, you can just fill in your lips with your lipstick. But what I personally find is I love to fill in my entire lip with lip liner, as I know I'm going to have that color all day. It has that waxy consistency, so it really is going to hold on tight, and I will have red lips all day unless I eat like salad dressing or pizza or something really greasy that's going to break it down. So I'm going to fill it in, and then I'll put a little lipstick on top. The lipstick will add hydration. I could also add a gloss on top if I wanted that shine, but having this as my base, having this kind of like waxier lip liner as my base will really give me lips that will last all day. Wait, oh, I'm so glad you love that lip liner tip. Thank you. I'm glad. So I'm just going to lightly color it in. And you can do this with whatever color lip liner. It doesn't have to be red. If you like more of a natural nude lip liner, or a pink, or a berry, or a brown. And I like to just kind of mush it together, make sure any of those little spots of my lips, any fine lines in my lips get filled in. And then I let it set. Before I put on a lipstick lip gloss, I do let it set for a smidge, and I just kind of fine tune any areas that need a little bit more definition. See how this one's still a little higher? So another thing you can do if you want your lips to appear fuller is to actually kind of curve the edges. Remember how I said it's an uppercase M? If you make it more of like a lowercase m, a little bit of a bump to it, that can also help make your lips appear a little fuller overall. So rounding it out just a smidge. Some people like to have that really sharp uppercase M to their lips. It's all about trial and error. You don't have to make it perfectly symmetrical, but like I said, because it's going to be a really strong color, it's easier to see if it's not as symmetrical, so this allows you to tweak it. I always think it's important to let people know that, because sometimes people put stuff on, they're like, why does it look different? I'm like, it's not anything you did wrong. Just your lips are different shapes, just like your eyes aren't perfectly lined up. You even have cowlicks in your eyelashes. A lot of people get confused why whenever they wear any type of mascara, they might have issues with their lashes sticking. And frequently it's because they might have like a cowlick in their eyelashes, and you might need to comb it ahead of time. Just like if you had a cowlick on your head. It's hair is hair, right? Let's go a little bit higher right here. Let's even that sucker out. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. All right. It takes precision, and if, like me, you talk while you put your lip liner on, you're going to have a problem. One of the cool things that I love about my lip liners, for those of you who are really, really precise, I'm not super precise. For those of you who are really precise, and you like sharp edges to your lip liners, on the bottom of my lip liner, come on, unless my hands are too hydrated, here we go, is a sharpener. So you just pull the bottom off and you and it's going to give it a really, really crisp, sharp line. So if you want to have that classic sharp V with your lips, you can totally do that by sharpening it right there. All right, so I'm going to let that sit. Thanks so much. Yay. Gorgeous color matches your nails. Oh, you're right. I didn't even mean to do that. It's just, it was Valentine's Day, so I just figured I'd go with my nails. I have not been doing nail polish for quite some time. I play guitar a lot, and ukulele, and so my nails get ripped up. So sure enough, the one that I do the most strumming, that's the one that's gotten the sad. But it is what it is. I was talking just a moment ago about cowlicks in your eyelashes. I got this really cool tool. It's just a lash comb that you can use to help kind of comb through. Like I said, one of the things you can do is you can comb before you curl your lashes. You could curl your lashes and then comb. You can put mascara on, let it dry, and then comb through. So this is a great thing. You can also just use a cleaned old mascara wand to help kind of comb through the lashes. Speaking of lashes, let's do it on up, shall we? So this weekend, like I said, we're going to be I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I know that we're doing a lot of Irish step dancing, getting ready for St. Patrick's Day. I know we have a soccer game, and then we're going to try to get together with some friends of ours in the Boston area. But aside from that, I don't know specifics. I don't know days. I don't know times. We're going to figure it out one day at a time. And next week is February break for the kids. So we're really, really excited. I'm going to try to see if we can actually do kind of like a field trip day with the kids in Boston. We haven't been to Boston as a family for a while. Oh, I got some concealer on there. I don't want concealer. Oh well, it's on the other side, so it'll be okay for now. There we go. So like I said, if you have cowlicks, this is a great time after you curl your lashes just to take either a clean mascara brush, or you can get one of these handy dandy little lash combs and comb through, and that's going to help you have a bit more success and have less lashes bunching, because sometimes our bodies are not as perfect as we would want them to be. They've got a mind of their own sometimes. All right, let's do a little bit of eyeliner, and then I'll get rip raring to go. So yeah, I'm hoping to do a Boston trip, hoping to go to an aquarium, taking liquid eyeliner. This is in my black shade Perfect. It is a marker, and this is one of my favorite products. I use this almost every single day. I tight line my upper lashes, meaning I go right here, the skin that's underneath my lashes, and I have found that this marker is magical because it doesn't bleed. A lot of people have difficulties tight lining because maybe they have oily or watery eyelids and it just smudges, or you get a whole bunch of gunk right here in your inner corner. And a lot of liquid or dip and draw eyeliners are really not great to have as tight lining like this. I wear contacts, I have sensitive eyes, and this works beautifully for me. And what it does is it really helps thicken the base of those lashes. So if you like the look of more defined lashes, you like the look about a little bit of eyeliner, but you either have a shaky hand and maybe you can't do it that well up top, or when you do it, it comes out too thick, or maybe like me, you have hooded eyelids, so you don't want to have a thick eyeliner up top, this gives that eyeliner look without actually having to do it on top of your eyes. So it's called tight lining, and this is the magic. This is where it's at. This right here, this marker. So once again, this is called let me get the exact name, Moodstruck Precision Liquid Eyeliner. MinuteWithMary.com, you click shop, you click eyes. All of the eye and lip stuff is on sale. So mascara and lip liner and lipstick, eyeshadows, all that kind of good stuff on sale for the month of love. Because who doesn't love to add a little bit of color, a little bit of pizzazz, a little drama to your eyes and to your lips. All right. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Okay, I'm going to go do my mascara off camera as I want to go check in on Blake and the dog. But, oh, I forgot to add the lipstick. This is the lipstick I'm going to put on top. It is the shade Wealthy. So like I said, I don't even need to put lipstick on because I have that lip liner, but this will add hydration and creaminess, and I just think it's a really beautiful shade. You don't have to wear lip liner underneath, but if you like that precision and that extra long wear, it's where it's at. So see how it's a little bit deeper, a little bit cooler toned? And because it's a cool toned red, makes my teeth look so white. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh, they're glowing. So having a bold, cool toned lip color, whether it's gloss, lipstick, lip liner, I don't care what it is. If it is a cool toned, not coral, not orangey, cool tone meaning berry, bluish, purpley shades to it. And I don't mean you have to wear purple lipstick. I mean, this is cool toned. It has a cooler undertone to it. It makes your teeth look super, super white. So if you're looking for like a dynamite red combination, this right here, it's on sale. So this is Pride. It's my red lip liner, and this is my red lipstick in Wealthy. I'm telling you, this is fantastic. 4th of July, any kind of, holiday where you want to have red lips, Christmas, Valentine's Day. This is also a go-to if you want a minimal makeup look, but you want to have a statement lippy. I love wearing a bold lip on days that I feel tired, because do you think anyone is going to look at my under eye bags when I have this lip on? No, they're looking at my lips. So that's my big trick. One of my girlfriends in college used to know that if I had like an emotional night with my boyfriend at the time and I was crying, I put on a red lip because nobody could tell. She knew my secret. She was like, oh, you were crying last night. You're trying to hide something. And I'm like, don't tell anyone. I'm just being dramatic right now. No, but it's true. This is where you look. And it helps the teeth look white. It's where it's at. All right, I'm going to go check on the pup and check in on Blake. Thank you so much for tuning into this Minute with Mary. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, minutewithmary@gmail.com. You can find all these products and more at minutewithmary.com. And just watching this video and commenting means so much to me. It truly, truly keeps me company. It helps boost the algorithm. You can even hit that little share button and share it to your stories or share it on your wall if you wanted any of your friends or family to learn the little tips and tricks. And I hope that you have a great day, a great holiday weekend, a great week if you have it off next week, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.